You'll learn real quick, we don't need fancy knives for my channel. Box cutter's just fine. We'll do a quick unboxing of the, I think I'm saying this right, Eonon. It's the touchscreen radio. I was originally going to put a backup camera on my truck, so buying the rear view mirror and everything was going to be like 400 bucks. So I just went ahead and bought a touchscreen radio. So I'll have navigation also and the backup camera for about 450 bucks, I think it was. Okay, so a quick overview, everything out of the box. We've got the wiring harness, which looks pretty complicated. Speaker, GPS, Wi-Fi, some connections. I purchased the dash cam separate along with the Android. I think it's a dongle or whatever. We're going to figure out what that's for, if I needed that or not. But I went ahead and purchased that. Let's get it in the truck. Okay, so quick backstory on why I'm going with this radio. I wanted a backup camera. I was going to go with the rear view mirror camera. By the time that was all said and done with the tailgate backup camera, it was going to be like 400 bucks. So I figured I would just go ahead and put a touchscreen in that would use the backup camera. I can keep my OnStar mirror with a dim. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with this radio. I actually didn't prefer to have a touchscreen. I was going to go with a SoundStream that has the dual. You can push a button and the other one flips up for the navigation while you run a screen down here. On the LTZ, that would block the vents. I've did road trips with putting my phone here and it blows hot air on your phone or really cold. Either or, it's not ideal. This radio, I can split the navigation and the radio on the same screen. So we'll try that here in a little bit because we're getting ready to head to Greensboro. Okay, you're going to need a 7mm to zap these bolts out. 4 on this side, 4 on that side. Once you have the bolts out, just pull these out. Lay them down. Try to get them out of the way there. Okay, so after you smash your thumb taking the antenna out, there's 2 more right here. Just pull those out. If you're wondering what this yellow string is for, I've already got that tied to my wire loom to my rear view camera, so I can pull that right through. So let's try to get this new radio wired in. Okay, so this harness looks a bit complicated, but it's really not. I mean, it's detailed. Every little wire has what's going where. They have really good instructions. Wiring method without Bose system, and then we're going to do the wiring method with Bose system. I'm not going to waste time showing you how to hook all this up. It's pretty cut and dry. I am going to go ahead and figure out where I'm going to run my external speaker, the GPS, and the Wi-Fi. Go ahead and get all those wires ran, and I'll kind of show you where I ran everything for that. Okay, I just want to show you real quick. I've taken my external mic and my GPS, used the wire to run it through. I went that way and straight back through there. And this I plan on mounting. I took this off, 7mm, laid it to the side. This is going to go up here, and then the GPS I'm going to mount right there. Okay, so I fished my external mic, GPS, and the forward dash cam all to this side on the driver's side. And as you can see, I just ran all of those down through there. And we're going to go up with it. It's kind of a jumbled up mess, but it was really cut and dry. You literally can't screw these up. They only go in one way. And then from there, everything's labeled really clear. I've got wires just everywhere, but you can see how I'm going to run that So my GPS, my external mic, and the front facing camera that I haven't figured that one out yet. Also the backup camera works. So we're going to tuck all these wires away, bolt everything back in, and hide some other wires and show you the final product. Okay, so the wires are pretty easy to tuck in there. I actually put the chime speaker, took the paper off, stuck it right to the top of the radio on the right side. All the wires just shoved back in there. Held all this up, got these 2 screws in there. Now we're going to get the other 6 back in there. Just to give you an idea of what this speaker sounds like, it's like a antique clock with a turn signal on. I've pulled this back out. I'm going to unhook the speaker right here. It's real simple. Push down on this tab and pull it out. Definitely happy with how factory it looks. That's one thing I wanted to do, is kind of keep it looking like it came in the truck, not just some cheap junk we put in there after. So gonna throw the trim pieces back on the wiring, get those buttoned up, and we'll give it a little test. Okay, as we're waiting on Google Maps to update, I'm gonna give that a try. Getting ready to head down the road in about 30 minutes. I just wanted to show you, got everything tucked in. I've got the Wi-Fi thing here to figure out where I'm gonna put that exactly, and just ran the USB cable for the dongle thing. We're gonna try that out and see what works, what doesn't work with that, pros and cons. You can see I've got all my wires tucked away. Everything's good. I've got the Bluetooth speaker around it, the external mic, I guess you could say. Mounted that pretty clean right there. Got my GPS right there. Ran the wire right out the little side. Then as far as the forward dash cam, I mounted it right here. You got to be careful. Don't mount it on this with a sticky, whatever that sunshade or whatever. You won't be able to see anything. I actually turned the camera on to watch it. It's kind of a pain getting it up in here, but I used my trim tool, pulled that out, shoved the wire up in there, and all in all, about a 3-hour install. Startup time is just super slow on this thing. It is cool. You can change the emblems for Chevrolet, Ford, whatever you got, you know, but it takes over 30 seconds every morning for this thing to boot up. All right, a real quick overview. Buy it, don't buy it. I'm going to have to say don't buy it. Reason being, one, you can see the glare, how bad the glare is. It's just horrible. That's kind of a problem when you're looking at your navigation going down the road. Backup camera is a pro. It does have a really nice backup camera, so I'll give that as a positive. It takes about over 30 seconds to fire it up every morning. You can see right now I'm hitting 0. There's 0 on the radio. I got to go back up and back down to 0 for the music to cut off. That's a con. It takes over 30 seconds every morning when I crank the truck. A lot of times I remote start my truck in the morning, especially when it's cold, and I get out here and I got to fire it up and it still has to boot up. That's just super annoying. I did lose my cruise control for whatever reason. Cruise control doesn't work. I did lose my jump to the next on the radio, so if you're trying to jump to the next channel, like searching wise, it doesn't work. Next channel works fine. But yeah, you do have the recording and stuff. There's some pretty cool features, but overall, I'm going to say pass. Jump up to the next price point or down. I don't know. Maybe there's a cheaper radio that's better. But overall, I would have to say I would go with something else. That's it. I'm out.